What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at my favourite class setup for the AE4, the brand new DLC gun added, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be wondering what are kind of the best attachments to use, and I'm going to let you know some of my favourite choices and what I like to rock on this brand new weapon. It's a very interesting one, and has some interesting choices in some of mainly the attachments, so let's jump right into this. I'm going to go through all the different points and why I picked them, and at the end I'll show you the full class all completed and like a general overview of it. So we're going to pick the AE4. I like this over the AE4 Widowmaker. I talked about this in my last video about the general weapon itself, but I prefer the AE4 simply because the actual increased fire rate is more valuable than the decrease in accuracy you're missing out, because the Widowmaker has +1 accuracy. I prefer the AE4. I feel like it's a lot better, and that's the one that shoots the red beam. It's the original weapon, not the variant. So I feel like the AE4 is just a general kind of more consistent weapon, and that's why I'm picking that. For attachments, these are more interesting choices. I've gone for the foregrip and red dot. I talked about in my video about the iron sights and how they are very bad. They don't actually point to where the bullet's going to go. The actual point of bullets go kind of float somewhere in the mid-air, and you have to kind of guess where they are. Very difficult to use. Would not recommend it, and I would definitely throw a red dot set on that. Plus, it's going to give you that +1 for accuracy, so that's a little bit of a benefit. I would definitely recommend a red dot sight. I've never really used red dot sights kind of like heavily on any weapon. I've always been able to use them with iron sights or be able to take them off, but this is a weapon I feel like I can never use without some kind of reticle on it, because as I said, the bullets just go somewhere in midair and you're just going to be guessing. It's very vague where they go, and it's going to make you a little bit less accurate along ranges. So I've also gone for the foregrip. This is going to increase your recoil by a little bit. It doesn't increase all that much, but it does help with the kick a little bit. It makes it a little bit more easy to handle. I find that's a lot more effective. And then third attachment I've gone for is the heatsink. This is going to basically give you extended mags. I feel like the AE4 does have a very short amount of times which you can shoot it. Of course, if you overheat the weapon, you're going to have to kind of take out this big yellow box and replace it with a new one. It's a very long animation, probably about double the time of a normal assault rifle reload. So it's a real punishment if you overheat the weapon and you shoot it for too long. So the heatsink is definitely an attachment I would recommend. That lets you shoot for much longer without having to do that reload or having to wait to cool down. I would absolutely recommend it, and you can see a side-by-side comparison of just with the heatsink and without. You can see the difference, and it's just lasts a little bit longer, and I think that could be 1 or 2 bullets. I've definitely been in situations where I've been against multiple people and I've had to shoot a lot of ammo, and like 1 or 2 bullets would have done it, and I just couldn't have enough firepower because the thing had to do the reload animation. So I would definitely recommend the heatsink. And some attachments I didn't choose. I didn't choose the stock simply because I don't feel this weapon should be used as a close range weapon. The stock is very helpful for close range gunfights, but I feel like the A4 is not good at all at close range, and it shouldn't really be used as a close range weapon. So this kind of encourages me to go for more of that medium range combat, which this weapon is definitely built to do. And also the quick draw grip, that's again more kind of like a rushing playstyle. I prefer the middle ranges, and again at long ranges it's not too good either. So I wouldn't be on the long rooftops and long lines of sights using this weapon. I wouldn't be rushing around quick buildings. This is definitely a mid-range weapon to use. Now as for perks, they're kind of like a little bit more personal preference, and I don't tend to change my perks all that much. I've gone for low profile, stay off the radar, of course, lots of UAVs in Advanced Warfare. I've gone for peripherals so I can see more of the minimap, kind of extends it a little bit, and then I've gone for blind eye as well in the same category, which requires perk 2 greed, and that's going to allow me to be hidden from all the score streaks. There are a ton of them in domination right now since the actual patch. And then for perk 3 I've gone for another 2 which requires perk 3 greed, and that's toughness and blast suppressor. Very stable post Advanced Warfare, and then sometimes I like to just rock out with the simple UAV with maybe some upgrades on it. So that has been my favorite class to use with the AE4. Let me know what your favorite classes are. Maybe you have some slight differences in attachments or perks. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section. I'll be interested to see what your favorite classes are on the weapon, and let me know your thoughts of it in general. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, give it a like rating. I appreciate that. And if you want to see more videos, you can check out the playlist in the description for more Advanced Warfare videos. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.